Good people, what's going on? One thing that I want to start out by saying is that right now you are doing great, right? What do I mean you're doing great? I'm saying things have changed, right? You've had to shift, you've had to adjust. It's safe to say that your world has been turned upside down within the past few months, right? But yet you're still here, right? You're still surviving, you're still thriving, you're still living. And that's just a testament to the resiliency that you have in you, the resilience factor. And though it might not always feel like that, right? There might be times of stress, there might be times of anxiety, and anxiety is real, right? And let's remove the stigma behind it because it's a real emotion that we experience. We're human. A quick 3-step process to remove any type of anxiety that you're feeling during this time where things are changing. You have to adjust, you have to be outside of your comfort zone. You have to be stuck in a place that you're not usually stuck in. You don't know where, what's gonna happen with the job, what's gonna happen with the money, all of that, right? Anxiety is usually rooted in 2 things. One is just thinking of all the negative possible things that can happen and then stacking them upon each other, one upon another, upon another. And then the second is just realizing that you have a fear that has been built up, and that fear is finding a way to ping different insecurities, right? And so the first step is confronting that fear, right? Addressing that fear, figuring out what is that fear? Is that fear actually real? Or is it something that's rooted in, a belief, a misconception that you've had for, maybe since childhood, right? And now it's just finding different ways to misconstrue your thoughts, right? For example, college, right? Was OSU. I started as an engineer, and I would get anxiety when I took tests. And I did that because I was still believing the misconstrued idea that my identity, my value was in my academic success, right? The grade that I got on that paper was really the grade that said how valuable, how much worth I had. Right? And that's something that's rooted in childhood, just because in the education system, we don't praise hard work as much as we praise, oh, you got the good grade, right? And so when I'm taking the test, literally, I'm getting to the second page and I start to panic because I don't know what it's talking about. The first page was cool. Back of the first page, got it. Second page, no idea what it's talking about. And my head immediately starts finding all the negative things possible. If the first page was easy and the second page was hard, these exams usually get harder as they go. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do well on this exam. What if this, tanks my entire grade for the semester? What if this messes up my GPA? What if I'm not able to apply to my major and get in? What if I'm not able to graduate with the degree that I want and have the good job? Who's gonna, be able to finance my car and my apartment and how am I gonna have a family? And literally all this stuff. I know it sounds crazy as I'm saying it right now, but all of that is going through my mind. It wasn't until I realized that all of those beliefs were based on a fear that I had when I was growing up, right? A misconstrued idea of putting my identity, my value in my grades, right? And so that can apply to literally anything, thinking, oh, I can't do this, I can't have this, I can't become this. Addressing and confronting what that fear is and seeing if it's actually legit or if it's just a misconstrued idea. The second part is write down everything that's good. Write down everything that is going well in your life, right? And the powerful thing is this is so good that you can do it even on a bad day because there's actually really no such thing as a bad day. There's only bad moments. There's never a day where everything, absolutely everything happens negatively. Right? You can have a lot of negative moments, but there's always going to be some positive in your day. So writing down everything that is going good in your life is very, very powerful. Step 3 is writing down your ideal outcome. Whenever you're anxious about something, it's usually because you care about it, right? It has some significance, some importance to you, right? Whatever it is that you're worrying about, write down the ideal outcome for that. Write down if everything happened the way that you would love it to, how would that play out? What exactly does that look like? Because your mind can focus on 2 different things. It can focus on a negative and it can run irrationally and stack negative on top of negative on top of negative. Or you can set it in the pathway of, I'm gonna see everything positive about this situation and what the outcome could possibly be. Because whatever you set in your mind is gonna latch on that and that's gonna become a reality for you. So that's just a quick tidbit. I want to go ahead and get into what we're going to talk about today.